But one of the things that we did is how we engage stakeholders. I'm sure you can allude to that. We engage stakeholders respectfully. When Shell was running this company we are running today, we are not allowed to visit the king with a bottle of drink because they say it's bribery. That's one of the first things me and my team threw away. In less than 2 weeks, we just threw away all those rules. We said, okay, take your rules and go on to make our own rules as a Nigerian company. So now we're showing more respect. I'm going to the palace and I can buy a very choice drink and give to him. Those days when we take end of year gifts, they will tell us, don't take it to the palace, take it to a central place, take it to the palace, the rice will reduce, and I'm like, we don't have respect for this. Our kings are not paupers. Some of them actually do more than we do for their community. So also, we're able to change all that. So, when you see that issues have reduced, access to more production is going up, it's also some of the things we are doing. Decision making is faster. He knows my CEO, Tony Atai, is one WhatsApp chat or one phone call and we've made a decision. There's not you write a mail to the Hague, will write to London, London will write, and the email will get missing after 3 months. Then you hear no after 3 months. Let me just tell you a story. Because our Eze here had said something, which is very important. He said, we used to have a lot of disruptions. We don't have disruptions again. But let me tell you a funny thing that happened some 5-6 years ago. Eze, you might remember, I know the one of the people that he helped us to remove. But there was one, and I want to share it because it tells you everything about, just the thought process and how people operate. Some people blocked our gate once. And they came, it's not from the side, people came to block our gate. And then they came with one thing that looked like a shrine and put on the gate. And the chief priest was throwing eggs on it. This will happen, that will happen. And we're in our room, we have an operating center where we can see everything around us. We're looking at this guy, young guy, dressed like chief priest, throwing egg on something. So I said, oh, wow, at least 20 something. And then, today, everything goes around the world. People were even calling us from the US. What's happening at your gate? What's happening at your gate? So, what happened? Later, we resolved the issue. We got to the person, we said, come, let's discuss. We had a meeting, the issue was resolved. And it was a small issue. It was even an internal issue. It wasn't with the company. But they wanted to make a point. So, after the chief priest guy said, okay, give me money for logistics. I said, well, logistics for what? He said, to bring this thing out is not easy. I have to bring it back. He said, for this thing to come out, they go back like that. Okay, find me something. I said, is this so powerful? He said, yes, this thing is so powerful. I said, I need a waste time like this. He said, what do you mean? If I have this thing, I will hide it and I'll do timetable for the thing. One day you bring pounds, tomorrow you bring euros, next day you bring dollars. And you're wasting your bringing it to my kids. And the guy laughed and left, and that's how that was sorted. So it's all about interaction. So when I listened to the chairman talked about dialogue. Very important. Collaboration. Digital platforms. We're in 2026, we are not in 1955. Shared responsibility for development. That's why we're here. I want Obiako to develop. I want Rivers to be the best. I also want Renaissance to do well. So there's that need to come together. I want my essays to be the most handsome and flamboyant looking, just like you can see. So we have to come together. And that's why we talk about shared prosperity. Very important. You mentioned all of that, and I was like, you're just hitting the right notes. So you actually prepared very well. And when I listened to the keynote speaker, he talked about impact on the local economy. He shared 3 models: public-private partnership. And my mind went to the Obio Community Health Insurance Scheme, which we set up with the GMO then. a beautiful example of public-private partnership. We even added another P, we said public-private people partnership. You go to Obion, there's no space. Everybody is cheap, the quality is there, we bring in professionals to make sure that the right service is delivered. So when I saw that, I said, oh, we're doing that, but we can do more, right, with the support of all the stakeholders. The second example we shared was, on the second model, self-help community participatory model. In the second leg, I'm happy, I want to talk about the community participatory model. Because self-help, I think somebody rightly said on my table, it's stronger in the Southeast. I think they are the strongest when it comes to self-help. We rely a lot on government and companies, maybe because of the oil wealth we have, which I'm not against. But community participatory model, that's where things like the host community development trust come in. And I'm proud to say that we are actually the leading company when it comes to SC business. And I'm happy yesterday's morning is that we have 31 host community development trusts. The last time I checked, we have put over 90 billion. And most of it is very good. Some of them in our place here. This is keen about education. I know his own is always education. He wants to develop people. So most times their money goes into a lot of scholarships, both home and abroad. I don't know whether I still doing all those scholarships. But that is development, right? We were in a meeting the other time on GTC, Government Technical College. We bought equipment there.